What's up, gamers? This is NGG here with another what I played for the month of. This time it's for October 2023. We're gonna get into the games I played. I beat, I believe it was 4 games for the month of October, and I want to tell you guys about it. And I played a bunch of other games as well. So let me know in the comments before we start if you beat any games, hashtag beat your games, or what games you were playing, and see if some of the games we were playing are the same. Let's get into it. So the first game we have, I'm gonna start on my Switch Lite because I feel like there's not as many games on my Switch Lite, is Deathmark. Now Deathmark is a visual novel. It is a horror visual novel. I've already done a review on this game, so if you want to check it out, the link is going to be in the description below with all my other reviews, but I'll also try to pin the comment up above on the top. But yeah, Deathmark was a very good visual novel. It's a little bit of like a visual novel detective game. I know I started it last year and then quickly gave up on it because I didn't understand it, but I finally understood what Deathmark was about. I finally understood how the puzzles work. To be fair, I did have to look up a few of them because, you know, it's just hard. But I definitely did enjoy what I played of it. And so definitely a played and beat game for me. And because I beat that game, I did start on another one on my Switch Lite. I was gonna give visual novels a little bit of a itty bitty break because, you know, it's hard to go from book to book to book. So what I did was I did play a little bit of BurgerTime, and I'm playing in solo player mode because this one obviously I'm not playing in multiplayer mode, but it's harder than I remember for some reason. In solo mode, you need to have a certain amount of points in order to progress further. Like even if you have bronze on every board to unlock the next menu, you have to have silver on some of them to go further to the next menu. So it's a little harder than I remember. Getting silver is pretty hard for me sometimes. So what I've been trying to do is make sure I get silver on most of them, if not all, on the menu that opens up. But I definitely like BurgerTime. This is definitely an arcadey type game, and it gave me a nice quick reprieve from my visual novels. Alright, let's get into the next game we played for the month of October. So we need to go over to the other Switch. Now for the month of October in this is my main Switch, guys. Fae Farm has taken over my life. I play Fae Farm with whoever I can at this point, whoever will play with me. I've been playing a lot with my sister and Mars. I have streamed this. I do have a stream farm that I haven't got to for the month of October, only because I was trying to concentrate on spooky games. But definitely I might have streamed it once just because I really enjoy this game. I really love playing it with people, and definitely a fun game if you play with the right people and you guys can work together. So that is the first game I beat. The next game on the list is Splatoon 3. Now for Splatoon 3, we definitely had Splatoon came back finally. Well, this is the first October since the game the original game came out, but October would have been the first month after the original launch. I think that's why they didn't do Splatoon, but we definitely had Splatoon. If I remember correctly, it was zombies versus skeletons versus ghosts, and I was Team Skeleton along with most of my team and most of our viewers. But we did not win. Team Ghost pulled off the victory, and for all those people who are saying it's rigged, Shiva always wins, there you go. Shiva did not win, and Ghost beat the day. We did have a bunch of good matches. We won 100 times battle in the team, and we won like a few 10 times battles. We also lost another 100 times battles, but let's not get into that. So I feel like for us it balanced out the win and loss streak that we had, the wins for the 100 times and the 10 times battles. But I have fun playing these Splatfests. This time, because of the thing, I think I played all 3 days. I know I have been calming down on like the events, just streaming it the one day or sometimes just the 2 days. But Splatoon, I believe I streamed all 3 days. And if you want to see a reaction on of Team Ghost winning from me, I will link it above as well to see my reaction to Team Ghost winning. The next game I have for you is Dying Light Platinum Edition. Now this one is a game I'm playing with Minako, and we had tried to play it last year as well. I think I told a lot of you guys that we had been like powered through by 2 randoms, so it took us a bit to like go to his game, level up our skills, level up our stats, then come back. This is not a game if you're playing by yourself you want to rush through. Really take your time to level up your skills, because once those zombies hit harder, it's so freaking hard to level up your skills and all that stuff. And running is not an option sometimes, so you really need to have those skills leveled up. And so that's what we were doing. So along with Fae Farm being a beat game for the month of October, Dying Light was another game I beat this month of October as well, and I definitely did a review for it, and it is up on the channel. If you are interested, I'll put a link again. Also, always down below are all the reviews in a link, and you can just see all of the reviews for all the games I'm talking about that are already beat. So that's 3 games that I've talked about. Dang, which is the last game? Oh, I remember which it is. We're not there yet. Let's get down to the next game. And so the next game I have for you is Diablo 3. I am playing this as my stream game along with a bunch of our Discord friends. So we had a full house for a little bit. We've lost a player, but we still have our other 2 players. We've been playing this with Mars and Hector, so we definitely have space for 1 more player. Though I'm thinking we might beat the game probably by the time this video has come up, but hopefully we beat the game and it'll be in the backlog done as well. So I am trying to concentrate on beating my games. Obviously this one's almost beat, but this one we only play, sometimes we only play it once a week, sometimes we don't even play it once a week. That's why this one's taking a little slower, but I do enjoy the times we do play. We take a good chunk of the game out. We are so overpowered for this game between the 3 of us, or even 4 of us sometimes, that this game is flying by. The story and the and hopefully I'll be able to do a review about it. I am like starting to understand the story a little better. The one player that we were playing with kept like passing the story, so like there are some sequences I don't know what's going on, only because that person just kept hitting the button and wanting to progress and not letting the rest of us hear the story, unfortunately. The next game I have for you is Pokemon Scarlet. So with this one, we definitely we're doing raid bosses. We were doing the terror raids. I might have even streamed it. Well, let me see. Did I stream the terror raids? I'm trying to think. I know I played them, but I don't know if I streamed them. Probably not. I know I played this with Akenji though. We were doing the Hisuian versions of the Pokemon. This is why this is 3 days, is I was trying to gather a team. We definitely took down the Hisuian version, and now obviously there'll be clips showing about which version it was, because I don't want to butcher the name. I don't know if it was 2 or if it was 1, but definitely beat that Pokemon, and we grabbed it. And we are doing this one on Discord, so if there are any versions of the Pokemon that the terror raids are coming out and you don't have a group going, just look towards the Discord, and if we usually will tell us what we're setting up, or when we're setting up a session. I'll usually ping the Pokemon room, and that way if you want to play with us and catch these last of these limited edition Pokemon, you can. The next game I have for you guys is Final Fantasy II. I finally started my game on Final Fantasy II. So this is the first time I've ever played it, and to be fair, the game was very very like streamlined. I wasn't like having to hunt for where to go. I didn't have to look up anything, and I found my own old strategy guide, so I didn't have to look up anything for my first session at all. It kind of told you where to go, and all you had to do was follow it. The leveling system on this one is a lot different from the other one, so it's not just a blanket leveling system. With number 2, whatever you're using is whatever you're leveling up. So like, if you want to level up your magic, start using your magic. If you want to level up your fighting skills, use your fighting skills. If you want to be a fighter, level that up. So it is a lot more intuitive in that way. Like, whatever you want to be, just level up that skill or start using it more. I am gonna say that I am a little bit of a filthy casual when it comes to this one. I did put some of the levels up by 2. I didn't do the whole 4 because I didn't want it to be super easy for me, but I did do it by 2. The one thing I did do by the boost level 4 was the money, because I didn't want to have to worry about money, or the grinding process is not so bad with 2 times. I think 2 times is just good enough. You don't have to grind, and you can progressively go through your game, and you're not super tanking everything. And I hate when my games are too easy, but I hate when they're too hard as well. So I think times 2 on your XP is great, and you can always take the boost off if you're finding it way too easy to like catch up to the levels of the people that are around you, which I do like as well. So definitely trying to make this my next Let's Play. It's not as normal on my channel as like the other Final Fantasies, only because there's always something happening on Fridays, unfortunately. But I'm definitely working towards my next Final Fantasy beat game. The next game I played for you guys was Friday the 13th, the Ultimate Slasher Edition. Now, I thought, you know, Friday the 13th, I'd be able to get a lobby going. But thankfully, I say thankfully, yes and no. It was thankfully that nobody else I knew had the copy, and then nobody else. I thought randoms would be playing for some reason. There are no randoms playing, but they do let you play as the killer on the computer mode. So it did allow me to learn how to play as the killer and how to play as Jason. And so this was my first time ever playing it. I know the servers are going down next year, so this is like the last year to play it. So I feel like I wanted to play it, especially maybe on every Friday the 13th that passes from now on until the servers shut down. I will play this, and obviously if I have to play on single player mode, I can still keep streaming it on Friday the 13th, being Jason, because that's a single player mode game. But I definitely enjoyed having you guys there hang out with me on Friday the 13th with Friday the 13th. The next game I played is Zamba De Amigo. Now, this was my disappointing game, guys. I expected this one to be so much better. I don't know if I was expecting it to be just dance levels, but I feel like I wasn't even having to do the movements that it was showing, and it was saying that I did it, and I was like, buddy, I didn't actually do those movements. So that's where I was like, I want to like this game. I really do. I have to give it a better shot. I'm not saying that I gave it its due yet, but I definitely gotta give it a better shot, because otherwise I'm doing a disservice to the game. Alright, the next game we have for you is Pokemon Violet. This is also when I was doing those terror raids. I do them both on both games. So I'll level up my Pokemon in my main game, which is Scarlet, and then I'll move. Now that I have home, I can move over my own Pokemon to Scarlet. To Violet, without having to worry about anybody transferring the Pokemon for me, which is nice, so that I can beat it on both my games without having to harass anybody for party member swaps and trades until I move the Pokemon over, which I appreciate that home finally is working on Pokemon Violet and Scarlet. The next game I played for you guys is Resident Evil Revelation. To be fair, I was filming some footage. I have a review that I recorded a while back with my daughter, but I didn't have the footage, so I was trying to get some footage for it. She's coming back in November, so you'll probably see it again. I don't know if we will release the Revelations video until October of next year or what, but right now what we're gonna do is when she comes over for November, we are going to record the video footage of the conversations we were having, because for some reason Revelations 2, when you hit that record button, it doesn't work. It only takes the screenshot, so we definitely need footage of us playing the actual game for my review. The next game I have for you is Pokemon Home. Like I said, I was transferring between Scarlet and Violet, and that's why you see Home out here, so that I can get the Pokemon that I set up in Scarlet into Violet. The next game I played for you guys was Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I believe I streamed this like the first week of October. Yeah, the first week of October. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to play as a spooky game, so we were just doing like the spooky boards in the game, and that was fun. I've gotten a little better now that my son has decked out the cart that works best for the character I play, and so I have been playing a lot more better than I used to be. I used to be at the bottom of the barrel, and now I'm kind of not in the middle, but sometimes more in the middle towards the top, which I like because just my cart is just faster. I'm not a better player, my cart is moving faster, which I can appreciate, and I do like that. So that's the last of my games on my Switch, but we are not done yet. We have one more system that I have been working on, and that is my PlayStation 4. And my PlayStation 4, I actually finally had a beat game, guys. I don't usually play my PlayStation 4 too much. Usually it's like my Fortnite machine, but I definitely played and beat Strangers of Paradise, and when I was playing it, I was thinking, dang, you probably should play this before playing Final Fantasy 1, since it's like the Origins version. But I'm thinking you would like, because I knew some of these characters, I'm thinking, yeah, I think I have a better time after I played Final Fantasy 1 playing Strangers in Paradise. I don't think you should play this one before, just because the story opens up more in your head if you've already beaten Final Fantasy 1, whereas like, and to be fair, it does leave, the game leaves on a quote-unquote cliffhanger because it's Origins and it's expecting you to play 1 right after. But I think for my experience, I had a better experience playing this game after knowing these characters, knowing what happened, knowing that it explains the story more, than if I would have played it before Final Fantasy 1, because I don't think I would have understand who any of these characters were, why these characters were important. So definitely my recommendation has changed. I do recommend you playing this one after you've beaten Final Fantasy 1, just as it completes the whole storyline in that game, which I do appreciate it. This should have been like Final Fantasy 1.5 or something. I really thought it was a remake of Final Fantasy 1 in Souls-like gameplay, but it is definitely not that, and I am super appreciative of the fact that it is not like that. Not what I thought. So happy that it is better than I thought in terms of story. Gameplay, I definitely played this under casual mode, only because it was my streaming game. I did play off to the side sometimes and do some missions in normal mode, but I think at that point I was already too advanced with what I was wearing that it didn't really affect my gameplay. But so since it's a Souls-like game, I couldn't tell you if it was hard. I definitely played it on casual, so I can tell you that casual mode is fine. So if you have a hard time with Souls-like games, do not fear this game, because on casual mode you can just progress the story. And those were all the games I played in the month of October 2023. Those are all my 4 beat games for the month. What games again did you beat? Were some of them the same? Were some of these games unexpected from what you thought I would be playing for the month of October? What spooky games did you play for the month of October, if you believe in Spooktober? I also watched some scary movies. Not scary. I'm not a horror fan, guys. My scary movies are like Halloween Town, and I watched The Worst Witch as well on Halloween, so that was fun as well. I definitely streamed that on my Discord server for anybody who wanted to come watch it with us. On the YouTube app from the Discord server, which I do like that now they allow you to use YouTube on your Discord. It's just time limit if you don't have enough people, which is fine because then you can stop and take a break and talk about the movie to the people you're talking about. Unless you have enough people, then it'll keep going in terms of time. But definitely any games you guys want to play with me, the Discord links are always in the description below. That's where I put all our beat games, all what we're playing. I will ping whatever channel, and people will ping the channels too, so it's not just me. There's special thanks to our members, Lazy James and Inking Dude 55. You guys rock, and all our other members. You guys are amazing. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Happy gaming, guys. Bye.